What is up, guys? The day has finally come to build my gaming PC, as the title clearly states. I'm gonna show you what I chose to put into this rig, what the actual rig looks like, which model I chose. It's not the least expensive option I guess I could have went with, but I think it's probably the least expensive 4K option at a somewhat of a decent frame rate I could have gone with. I just want to show you what I chose. Thankfully, because of you guys who support the channel, who like, who share videos, who comment, that gets me ranked up. YouTube has, of course, pays me a little money, and I've reinvested that money into this build that you're gonna see. It took me a long time. It wasn't like the one check, don't get me wrong. I'm still a tiny channel, but because of you guys, I was able to do this. So let me show you what I got, what we're working with, and what I chose to put in the system, and we'll put this thing together later in the video. But for right now, I did choose to go with an AMD processor. I went with the Ryzen 7 2700X. Make sure so you can see that. And hopefully it focuses, but there you go. So Ryzen processor 2700X, refocus please. All right. With that being said, I did go with the Trident Z RGB RAM, sticks of RAM. So this is 64 gigs total, 2 sticks, 16 gigs each. It was a crazy deal on Newegg on this, I believe, or Amazon. Not sure which one. I will link it below. But it was a crazy deal on these. And I got these pretty cheap. I originally only meant to get one, but I was rushing to try to get my thermal paste and something else that was in the one order. I didn't think it was gonna make it in time. So I ordered another one. I needed it anyway. I was gonna max it out always. But yeah, I could have just went with one. I also went with the MSI RTX, excuse me, ray tracing, since that exists now. RTX 270. I did not see any GTX 1080i Ti, excuse me, 1080 Ti's is what I was looking for. As you guys know, by the time you see this video, they're probably non-existent. I didn't see any that weren't over $1,300, and I wasn't paying $1,300. I paid $500 for this one. And I got Battlefield with it as a Battlefield 5, so it was a good deal for me. So really I paid $450 in a sense for it. I went with the Thermaltake View 32. Reason I chose this one, I like the simplicity of it, excuse me. I did order an extra fan. It has 3 with it, 2 at the bottom here. I'm gonna put the 3rd one there that I purchased, and of course that's number 4. And pretty much you can see how it's laid out. I like how they hide the hard drive. So this is an actual FireCuda hard drive. You can put 2 hard drives, regular hard drives, and you can do 3 SSD hard drives in there, they lay flush with the unit, which is awesome for me. So I don't have to worry about anything protruding. Only thing I'm gonna have the power source, the graphics card, and anything else I have in the back. That was kind of that's the only thing you're really gonna see. I did do the Strafe MK2 RGB keyboard. I need to find a mouse. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go. I have a really clicky one, but I want something that's quiet. So when I'm gaming, you're not hearing click, 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 like with my Xbox controller. It's super loud and I hate it. I did go with the X470 Gaming 5 Wi-Fi. That's of course compatible with the AMD chip. I didn't go with the 7. I thought that was overkill for me. Once I become, if the channel continues to grow and I feel like I need more, maybe I'll upgrade. Well, at the time they'll have something else cooler, and I'll upgrade to the maximum that I can go with. But again, I was just looking for 4K, something that can actually get into 4K, not master it. I don't need 100 frames at 4K. Okay, it's not that serious for me, but I did want something that was decent. I did choose the Elgato 4K 60 Pro, excuse me, to capture my 4K content that I'm hope to be actually soon producing through my Xbox and through actually gaming on the actual PC itself. Behind it, you see I have a Cooler Master ML240R RGB as well, just to keep that chip a little cooler and prolong that bad boy, and maybe even when it's overclocked a bit, you know, keep nice and cool, nothing doesn't get too hot and ruin my money basically. This is my power source here, is what I decided to go with. I got that from Amazon as well, that was on special. All of this is Black Friday stuff, guys, or Cyber Monday really, because I stretched it out. Start buying, yeah, I guess Black Friday all the way through Monday evening, actually like at around 11 o'clock p.m. I stopped buying. I got the SSD here, and this is gonna go inside the board there. Now, I'm pointing up here, you can't take the camera with me. This will go inside the board, you'll see how this goes, but this is gonna have my operating system on there. Everything that just loads, that's all I'm keeping on this. I'm not gonna do anything more with that. It's 500 gigs, that's overkill, but you never know. I have no idea what memory is what the changes may be in the future, because I plan on having this system for a while. I did get an external hard disk drive in case I want to use that. Trying to map over my old operating system, see if it works. I may have to just buy a new one. Oh well. Move this out the way. So I did upgrade to a 4K panel. Now this is going to be for slower games. I'm not really going to use this like with Battlefield or any of first-person shooters, but Assassin's Creed, Mafia, whatever. Actually, I'm gonna say Mafia 3. I don't think that's 4K compatible. Whatever titles that are gonna be 4K compatible via Xbox One X, they're gonna be recorded and viewed off this system here. But I do like this one. The only thing that I don't like about the, it's a BenQ, as you can see, the EW32700U. The only thing I don't like about it, it has crazy display ports and one HDMI. I wish it had two. So it has three display ports and one HDMI, but it works for me. I'll be able to use it. It's not gonna be a big deal. But I'm gonna put all this stuff together shortly. I'm gonna cut back to the video, and hopefully I have a nice working system and we can have a good time for a good while. Here's my little setup here. Magnetic tablet for screw, magnetic, I guess mat for screws, magnetic screwdriver, couple different variations of screwdrivers that can be shorter, put little ports there in case of twist, scissors to cut stuff with, zip ties to keep everything clean. This is to help me get grounded. This is just like a little PC port, and I can PC building kit. So what I'll do, I'll link that as well. But yeah, wish me luck, guys. Hopefully this thing turns out really well, and it does me really well. But I'll come back, I'll edit back out, come back, and I'll show you the case unboxed, and we'll go from there, guys. Thanks. All right, guys, we're gonna remove the, I believe these are the tempered glass panels first. I would imagine that's what's in here, since they're kind of, yeah, that's what's in there. Gonna show you what's in the box. But this is, again, Thermaltake View 32. Seems pretty, not too heavy. At least I don't think it is. I mean, I'm not the weakest guy in the world, definitely not the strongest guy in the world. I mean, yeah, it's pretty light. Now, when this glass gets on here, probably a different story. So I may want to, oh, that was just the glass clicking on the top. But I may want to install the glass panels once I get into the room. Right now, you are in my dining room, so I have the most light and, again, room. Because my gaming room, before I bring this PC back, I have to clear out a bunch of stuff. It's crazy back there. And I'll show you guys that eventually, maybe on some streams or something like that. It's pretty crazy. I have my wife's business in it, which she's a caterer and all that fun stuff. So she's always has something going on. See here, magnetic, looks like magnetic screen. So I'm not sure if that's gonna go up top or at the bottom. And it's probably at the bottom. Huh. kind of cool. So, oh, I got it. I'm like, man, this looks weird. It's not how it came in the box. Looked wrong. I had it upside down. So if you look here, I think this looks real sexy, guys. So you have USB 3.0 ports, two USB 2.0s, your headphones, your microphone. This is gonna be your hard drive light. You can control the RGB, how you want it to display, your reset, and of course, a big enough power button. But this is dope. Now let's see the front of this. Not sure if that comes off or not, but as I was saying earlier, you have the two SSD cards that can go in here for memory. Of course, your power unit will go here, your motherboard is here, and of course you have all this to run wires through, which is dope, right? So on the back, you have two places for hard drives. So I could be, I'll probably have filled it, I don't know, I'll choose one of these. And then you have one more SSD port. Now right here, oh no, this goes to the other two from the front. And then this, I'm pretty sure, is connecting the RGB, the fans around. So I'm gonna try to get building. Well actually, you know what, before I do that, let me open this so you can see so you can at least see it somewhat put together. Let me, let's just do one side at least, or maybe, so I can show you what it looks like. Let me cut this stuff open. I wish I had my knife, and I have no idea where I left it. And I think I left it at work. I let someone use it to undo some boxes, and I don't think they got it back to me. Because after all, it is Christmas time, and we're doing a drive-through, a food drive for the local community here in my town. And I think I didn't get it back. And that's what I'm going with. I can only blame them. I'm definitely not gonna blame myself, or I should blame myself, since it was me who let them use it, right? So what's really cool about this, get that in here. You have little, are these filled up? Let's see if they just kind of hook in right here. Move this out the way a little bit more. And this is dope. And then the door swivel also. That was another kind of key selling point for me. As you can see, I can open and close this bad boy. I gotta make it up. There it is. So I'll have some screws here to kind of button it in. But if I ever need to get into anything, it's pretty easy. I don't have to worry about it falling over, breaking. That should minimize a lot of it, really. But open and close, pretty easy. Swing arm, I like it. And it'll be the same way on this side also, but you kind of get the picture. Hopefully, the next time you see this thing, I'll have it all kind of built up, put together. I may record putting the motherboard, all that stuff together. I don't know, we'll see. And I'll see you later in the video, guys. So I will tell you guys this, pretty disappointed. The Thermaltake fan fits the well, looks good right here, but it's loose, right? They didn't send any screws with it. So I don't know if this is just maybe a mistake somehow, but there are no screws to secure this unit here. I ran it all the way through. It fits good, looks good. However, I need 4, I guess they're E screws. See if you can kind of see that, the long one. But I need 4 of those to go ahead and mount here and secure this. So what I'm gonna try to do is see if a store near me, Walmart, Best Buy, somewhere, if they have any, and secure these. But I'm not gonna stop building, I'm gonna keep going. I did pull off the panel here, it's pretty easy. 4 rivets here, I can do the top one as well. That's another really cool thing about this case. But yeah, thermal tape, if you guys, if someone works for me seeing this, you know, get it together, man. This is crazy. Wasn't super expensive, so maybe this is that's probably why it didn't come with it. I don't know, it was only like $12. So maybe that has something to do with it. Hopefully not. But I'm gonna continue building this thing up. I'm just trying to see what the case looks like for right now. I think I'll go ahead and work on the motherboard next and try to get this thing rolling. All right, so back to the, see this fell out. I'm gonna call this screw gate. It's actually these tiny screws here. I'm actually gonna strip one from each of the other fans that came with the case until I can find a basic replacement for them. But they seem to be pretty sturdy and secure with just 3. But obviously I know that's not gonna work in the long haul. I should go ahead and replace it. It's probably not that big a deal, but that's what I'm gonna do. Secure 3 screws to this new one, and hopefully it's nice and tight in there, and we shall see how that goes. It doesn't take anything but a couple minutes to install these, so it's not too hard by any means. Even if you're a non-technical person, or you don't do well with building anything, super easy. As a matter of fact, see if I can kind of get you in here on this back end. I'm not sure if how that's gonna come out. It's probably too dark, but it's okay. But yeah, it's not too bad when we get it back where it needs to be. But looks dope. I'm pretty excited about it. So we got that set up at least. I have it plugged into the board in the back, so it's already hooked up. I don't really need to do anything else. I may or may not grab those other bolts. If it looks weird once it starts running and it's kind of wiggly or they're wobbly, then yeah, obviously I'm gonna go ahead and go get some replacements. But I'll see you in a few minutes. We're gonna try to continue building this thing out. Hopefully I get this done within the next 30 and 40 minutes. All right guys, we're gonna open up the motherboard. And it is wrapped beautifully. Let you get a little peek at that. Looks awesome. Rest that on the processor really quick. Let's see what comes with it. And it's a lot of stuff. I have no idea what this stuff is for, but we're gonna figure it out. I'll probably need this. And this is probably for my BIOS and my Wi-Fi, my drivers. Here's your SATA cables, and that's fine. I am not exactly sure what this is, but we'll figure that out as well. Looks like the Wi-Fi antenna. My back plate for my case, which is good. And installation guide. It looks like there's some 3M. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, looks dope. And why is there only one screw? I was expecting actually that. There we go. There's 2. Gigabyte G connector. Yeah, I was expecting a couple. Man, I hope I didn't get like a lot of this stuff is missing. I'm gonna be pretty upset, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to building. Put it on top of my 850, my G2. And let's open this bad boy up. kind of nervous. But this is gonna be fun. Hopefully I don't ruin anything in the process. If you have any, well, questions, I guess, go ahead and drop them below. Wow, this thing is beautiful. Unbelievable. Man, I got junk everywhere. Let you guys take a quick peek at that. Look at that. I'm getting all that. And a little bit more. Man, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, I need to pull this up so I can go ahead and install that RAM there. Here's going to be my DDR4 right here. My Trident's going to go there. Of course, the heart of the beast is right there as well. And let me see, make sure I'm getting this right. We're going to go there. And it looks like it's pretty simple, and it should be simple just to put down as well. This thing is clean. I'm excited to see what it looks like all lit up. But I'm going to go ahead and get to building. I'm going to try to record as much as I can. But we're probably gonna go in speed mode because it's probably gonna take me a long time. And sorry, I got the camera all crazy. I'm holding it at a certain angle. I don't really have an overview, anything I can stack right there to get you the nice view. And you know what? I may try something right now. Hold on. Let's see if I can produce. I don't think I can. I don't think I'll be able to get a good stack for you. Wish I had someone else here helping me, but I don't. Well, that's better, right? I think that looks better. Kind of. Let's get it here. And let's see if I can get a little bit more downward on my angle. I mean, that looks somewhat decent. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Not that you guys will listen anyway, but. Oh, I think this is too big. It is. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. All right, this one should work. This was, crap, other screwdriver. What am I doing? All right, noob. All right, so this one should work, hopefully. And it's good to go. So I'm gonna let that rest right there. We're going to open up the 970 Evo. Pretty small stuff, guys. Set that right there. I am going to go ahead and reconnect. And I got some football on in the background. You know, I'm having a good Sunday. And it looks like the Bears are taking it to the Giants right now. Any Bears fans out there, I see what you're doing this year. But I don't know if you guys have enough horsepower for those damn Rams, man. They look good. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do the, probably spent way too long on that, but I just have to make sure. I'm kind of weird about that. Now I need to make sure they're sticking. All right. right, so let's get back to it. Time to go ahead and knock out some RAM, guys. And let's hope, so I used to upgraded my MacBooks in the past. So I've done a little bit of building and doing a few upgrades here and there. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to. Well, I guess I could do it. Let me do my, no. We're not gonna do that first. So I'm gonna open the other one too just to get it out. But we're gonna do the CPU. And see what all kind of goodies are on that. But let's get this out first, just so we're not messing with a lot of boxes. Got that out the way. But the heart of the beast, let's do that. So this one actually came with the cooler, and it's I believe it's RGB as well. I may be wrong about that, I'm not sure. It looked like the photos was RGB. But let me move this out the way. So this is a nice fan. Actually, if I didn't have the budget for to put an actual cooler on there, I think this is a good choice. It's not bad at all. You really look at it. It's beefy, for sure. But I'm not using this, so I'm gonna just throw this back in the box. And at some point I may use it, I don't know. So it's not like I'm junking it, throwing it away or anything like that. Actually, throw these cords at the bottom. But yeah, so I'm not using that, so because I have a dual fan cooler or whatever you want to call it. But what I am gonna use is this bad boy. So what we're doing, so this is beautiful. Pretty simple looking, but looks good. Let me see if I can slide this over, or even maybe where it's kind of easier for you to see it, I guess. Which way was easier for you to see? I think that way is easier. What do you think? Yeah. So the trick on this, and from what I've read and seen, don't put too much pressure on it. Just kind of let it fall in on its own. Let me go ahead and pop this lever, raise that up. So you matching this gold triangle with, there's a triangle to the, I guess, if you're reading it says socket, it's the bottom left corner, in a sense, if you want to think of it that way. So here's the arm immediately right here, and then there's a corner, a gold corner on there. So you just line this up on here. Seems like it's in there pretty good. And it's that simple. I just wanted to make sure I was doing it right. The last thing I would want to do is spend that type of money and fry this whole unit, even if that's possible, or if it's not possible, I don't know. But what we're gonna do is, where's the RAM? These are still open, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and knock these out too. So I'm pretty excited to see, man, these things are heavy, wow. right, so it takes a little force. I'm really gentle with this stuff, so I don't want to break it, but I guess I shouldn't really, I should just go ahead and push it in there, but it freaks me out. It just seems like this stuff is too delicate. And you gotta snap that one in. So you're gonna get a nice snap in. If you could hear that, that came across the mic on the camera. I'm pretty sure it did. Get these bad, man, this is, whew. So I don't really have to worry about rendering. So I went this heavy, and honestly, it's overkill. I think it's overkill, but my current CPU, it was a hand-me-down, but it takes, so if I record something in not 4K, I'm never recording in 4K, if I, in 1080 60, right, or 1080 whatever, highest quality on my current Elgato, let's say if it's a 15-minute clip, that 15-minute clip would take about 40 minutes to render in regular 1080 at 60. So, I mean, I'm just, you know, eventually you just get tired of it, you know, and I'm hoping, and I'm gonna do some testing on this one, I'm hoping that this one's a lot faster, which I'm sure it is, because the processor on this thing is pretty good. The GPU is pretty good also. It's not the best, it's definitely not the worst. So the RTX 2070 Gaming Z, it's probably rated right between the 1080 and 1080 Ti. I was hoping for a 1080 Ti, but you know, I guess they're calling them mining. They're GPU mining right now, so all the guys have bought them up and they're making a lot of a killing on eBay and Amazon, which I don't blame you. I am definitely a fan of entrepreneurship, so make your money, young man, or young women, make your money. But it just didn't work out for me in this instance. All right, gotta make sure they're all snapped in. I did not think I was gonna do this all, but it happened. All right, and they're all snapped in. All right, so what's next? Let's see. Put that up, put this up. I don't think I'm gonna install my graphics card right now. I think I'm gonna try to get this board installed into the CPU. And then from there, I'll go ahead and do my graphics card here, and then I'll do my my Elgato 4K 60 Pro right here as well. But let me go ahead and try to get this stuff worked out. As you can see, I'm attached here. I'm touching everything metal every now and then just so I don't shock myself or anything else. Fan out the way because I don't like the way they ran the let me flip this around. I don't like the way they ran the power wire to it, so I'm gonna spin this bad boy around. It's all in the way. I'd rather it run this way and go out than underneath this way. So I'm just gonna flip this fan really quick. That's kind of the thing when you're building, you know, in theory, it should plug and play, but not all the time. So maybe I'll pull, let's see here. So you can see the issue when I'm kind of running into this cable that connects this RGB is kind of, it's in the way, really. So I think what I'm gonna do, let me just put this in here. I think what I'm gonna do, try to find a way to finesse it, flip it around where it's not in the way, it's kind of going upward. And if you know what when I say upward, so it's not going across the plate here, it's just going up on the line. If I can set that up, I'll try that. But I'll be right back. All right guys, so I found the issue. Well, I found a remedy for the issue. So instead of the cord hanging out here, coming across here, I was able to flip this fan around, and we're gonna go ahead and remount it. And I think I like this position here. And eventually, like I said before, I will get some screws to replace the 4th screws that are missing in these. But for right now, I think this works well. But ultimate test, we'll see what happens when it lights up. In case they're going really crazy, then I'll just run to a Best Buy or something like that. They should have replacements without any issues, I would imagine. All right, that's flush. We're gonna get the one across from you now. Uh-oh, lost screw. I'll pick that up shortly. All right, that works. And get that in here. Well, I thought this was enough of a magnetic screwdriver, but I know this is. Get stuff out the way. The struggles of building a PC. You're seeing them live right here in the flesh. So this has some magnetism, but it's not. This kind of sucks. I should have just went down to Home Depot and got a real one. But no, I tried to be smart, just get it on Amazon and, you know, whatever. I would say as far as your tools go, some things are good, some things you shouldn't buy from there. As far as electronics, that's pretty much a guarantee. You know you're gonna get some good quality there, especially from a big brand. Okay, so that's back working now, okay? And let's go ahead and try to get this motherboard installed. Let me take this up so I can make sure I'm looking at my mounts. So one right there, one right there. Okay. Make sure these are flush, which they appear to be. They look good back here. Show you. Oops, there you go. They appear to be flush. Now, my only concern, I don't think, again, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think I have enough screws to secure this board on this case. So let's see where it will go. Let me get that. And let's see if you can see it. Well, let me just pick one in the open. So right there in this bracket, right, or the little star right there, that's actually like a mounting where I install screws and so on. But the crazy part is, none of my stuff came with it. So, there we go. So none of my stuff came with it. At least it doesn't appear to. I'm gonna go dig through these boxes again. Maybe I just like opened it in a rush and missed it, but I don't know what's going on. It's kind of getting annoying, frustrating, but first time building an entire PC, that's kind of expected. But I'm gonna get on the bottom of this and I will get with you guys later. All right guys, so I figured out what was going on. There was a box here full of screws for anything that I didn't have, which I go ahead and put out the other 4 screws, or 3 screws back into the, 4 screws back into the PC that I borrowed from the other ones. I have replacements for that. So far, if you want to take a look here, I got my Gato placed in there. I'm getting ready to put the graphics card and the power supply in there right now. I still have to do the cooling system, or for the GPU, well, excuse me, CPU. So I have a few things to still do. I'm gonna mount this bad boy right here and at least try to do some of it. I do need to re-ground myself, and then I'm about to start touching some stuff. And I mean, I'm on a tile floor, so I don't really have much to worry about. But just in case, if something does discharge, I don't cook anything. This is a sack for the cables, and there are a lot of these. Wow. Oh crap. And these zip ties? Oh, they're zip ties, but these are fabric actually, so this is good. Manual for the 750 and the 850. Of course, I bought the 850. It's probably overkill. And what I'm doing, I just dropped it. Packaging does look nice. It doesn't look like something cheap. And hopefully this thing fits perfectly in there for me. And I don't see why it would not. So let me re-ground somewhere else. And slide you closer, guys. And you're probably gonna hear my newborn going crazy. They're doing photos. So I kind of ran out of time because I gave up. I thought I had no, I didn't believe I had any screws, which I was completely mistaken. And I thought, you know what, I remember seeing something underneath the box. Let me take a look at it. And by that time, everyone was home, so on and so on. All right, so I got the power supply in, got the Elgato in, got the actual the motherboard in. I'm tired. Got the extra fan in there, of course, which you saw earlier. Now it's pretty much time to add the RTX 2070, and then we're gonna go ahead and add on the liquid cooler on there as well for the CPU. Stay tuned. So it looks like a driver update. Some kind of installation guide, I guess, for a bracket. Lucky to Drag Computer Workshop. So I think this is actually the software for it, so you can overclock it. And gaming is my life. I like this. That's kind of cool with little cutouts. Eat, sleep, game, repeat. That's pretty dope. I might put that on the shirt actually. Don't sue me, MSI. Don't sue me. Thank you for choosing MSI product. This product was made with great passion. I hope you can enjoy it. I will register this product. And I guess this is to kind of decorate it a little bit more. You install it after the fact once you install it, and maybe it glows or something cool with it. We'll see. I'll probably do that. Ooh, this thing is thick. First ever graphics card, guys. So, well, it's first time building a PC as well. That way is nice. Anti-static bag. Wow. I think I got confused earlier when I was saying that the TV had a bunch of display ports. It's actually this system here. The graphics card has a bunch of display ports, as if you can see here. There's 3, I think, 1, 2, 3, and then of course you got a lonely HDMI, and then you have USB-C port. Remove this before gaming. Yeah, I think so. Remove it now so I don't forget, because I will forget. So we're going to, let's go ahead and try to install it. So this is kind of what we're going to be looking at. Let's see. Man, this is nice, little metal finish. So would it go, I guess it goes in right here. I guess that's kind of the look, what you're gonna get out of it. Somewhere similar to it, but we'll see. I'm going to install this bad boy now. Make sure there's nothing blocking. Yep, that's it. So I got it in there, guys. I forgot to take the guard off the bottom. Again, first time building one. In case you're curious, this is what it looks like. It'll be on the very bottom, so it won't go in the port there. So it's gonna be pretty tight, and I'll show you what it looks like after the fact here. As you can clearly see, well, so guess, I finished the build. I ended up putting everything together, found out it wouldn't turn on, it wouldn't boot. Turns out the motherboard, for whatever reason, crashed. It could have been the CPU as well, but I doubt it. I think it was actually the motherboard, because there was no RGB going through the motherboard. So ended up sending that back to Amazon, got my money back, bought another one from Newegg that had a deal on it. Yeah, Newegg had the deal on it. Got that back, put it all together. I'm gonna show you a video. It's daytime right now, so it's not gonna really benefit you to trying to look at how it's all lit up, but if I creep over here a little bit, you can see it in work or in action. And I'll show a little video, if I can get it over here. But this was my first experience building a PC. It worked well for me. It's doing well for me. I'm recording in 4K now. I haven't played in 4K yet, which I'm gonna do on Battlefield, since it came with the GPU that I bought. Trying to think what else would well, I guess that's really about it, guys. I just want to thank you for watching the video, staying all the way patient with me. I know the videography wasn't the best, but I was very limited in in the space I can do, and I had no one to help hold a camera, so it was kind of like vlog style. But it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button if you did enjoy this video. If it does help you, if you have any questions, leave them below for anyone else that can well, leave them below so I can answer them, or someone who may stumble on this video will answer it as well. And I want to also thank all the people who support this channel. Without your support, keep in mind, I would not be able to build this computer at all. I did get, well, I just wouldn't be able to build it, period. But thank you again. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Until next time, guys, I will see you guys when I see you guys.